want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for there to see. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics with Jen. I'm Jen. I'm the astrologer for the evening. All of my favorite people are in here. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Hey, Orb, Jeff, and Mama Marissa, Seth. Look at y'all just showing up for your girl. My April. What up, y'all? Jill, Shauna. Just all of my favorite peeps. Little Red is coming in. She said, be right back. Peace, love, and Jeeps. Or peace, love, Jeeps. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Witchy Mama is in the house. Look at you, Rakeem. She's coming in. Look at y'all. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Oh, oh, girl. I just love you. I just love you, Mama Marissa. Listening from work? Yeah, you stay safe, girl. How is how is the weather in y'all's neck of the woods? Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget. Hey, honey. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm not in green. Damn. I wonder why. I thought you were. I thought you were, Little Red. Look at Lindsay showing up. Hi, y'all. We're about to get some we're about to get some weather. We're about to get some weather, honey. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as, I'm making it out to be. Everything that I'm saying, Jeff's like, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, stop saying it's okay. It's not okay. It's going to be Armageddon. Hey, his eyes. Look at all y'all showing up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. How are y'all doing? Are y'all going to get some weather? If you are you prepared? What do we need right now? You're on watch for work because I work over the week, but there's ice on the road. Don't come in. Dang. Hey, Sandy. Hey, babes. Good to see you. You're here for it. You don't want to go out anyway, right? Same. I mean, I'm not going to go out anyway. I'm just not trying to. I guess I'm just the electricity going out and staying out for days. Oh, I just can't imagine. Like back in the 90s, we had a winter storm like no other. And I remember we were out of power for over a week. It was devastating. At the time, we had four-wheelers and stuff like that. So, at least we could get out in the four-wheeler. Yeah, we do need summer. We do need summer. Just snow. Well, they're talking about we're going to get ice, freezing rain, and then we're going to get snow and then freezing rain again. So I don't know. I don't know, man. We don't have a generator. We don't. No. We are on spring water. So if the pump isn't working because we don't have electricity, we do have the spring. We do have ways of heating up the water. We do have ways of cooking. We have a wood stove. We have propane fireplace. We have a wood fireplace. We have all kinds of, ways that we can cook. I'm not really worried about like not eating. I'm just, my main concern really is the power going down, trees going down, falling on the house, fires being sparked. I'm playing the tape all the way through and thinking about all the bad things. We went to a hotel for Papa's oxygen, but a few days later, oh God, Lindsay, that's sad. So sorry to hear that. We don't have a generator either, but we have yeah, we've got a gas fireplace. Well, snow, ice, sleet. Yep. Oh, Sandy, I like your picture, babe. I like your picture. So we're going to talk a little bit about, we will definitely be talking about Sebastian. I'm going to, remind y'all again of what's coming if I didn't. Sometimes I get sometimes some days I'm more paranoid than others to talk about some of the transits that are coming in with Chris and Katie and I don't know. Sometimes I just get paranoid because I think if they're hiding him out, doing something, and they know that I'm on to him, but they don't watch this channel, right? So I wouldn't think so anyway. I wouldn't think so. And even if they did, they wouldn't understand anything that I'm doing. Yeah, I just got to ride it out. God's got us. That's right. That's right. If you don't have a generator, put blankets over the windows and a doorway. Everyone in the house camp out in the room, one room. Yeah, I read that today. As a matter of fact, Lindsay, I'm not there now, but I do remember the crazy weather. Yeah, yeah. So you were in Tennessee when that happened in the 90s. It was crazy. It was crazy. I think I was like 22, maybe 21, 22, something like that. North Carolina. Okay. North Carolina. I think y'all may get a little bit of something, something after us. After us. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing tonight is just talking to you guys about the transits. So, I don't know. I don't know if I said anything to y'all about it. Um, but I did. I ain't scared. I know. I know you ain't. I know you ain't. Did you hear about a kid walking around with a plastic bag on his head and the law enforcement cleared him? No. Mm-mm. I know you're not, babe. Just from Illinois, he's good with it. He don't care. He's got us. You're right. They would not understand anything you're talking about. Regarding Sebastian? No, I did not hear about that. When was that? Way, way back? Mm-mm. No, I didn't even hear about that. Did not hear about that. Crime Bell said it. Don't know. I've never heard that. Have you, Mom Marissa? I mean, have you, Seth? If you're still in the chat? Oh, you just heard it today. I haven't heard that. Everyone, yeah, everybody needs a Jeff. I survived a snow power outage in Idaho. It was like 4 days long. Pellet stove, it didn't work. I'm still cold for not experience. Damn. I'm trying to set my YouTube up, but it says I have to wait 24 hours. Well, god dang it. Dang it. 24 hours? Oh, before you can post anything or what? You did hear about it? You didn't know if it was a rumor or truth. Gotcha. Jeff is the best. I just love seeing you in here, April. I miss you so much when you're not in here. Before April started working for her, um, for their company, uh, she had more time where she could spend in the chat. And now when she comes in, I'm like, April, April. Hey, girl. I heard it at the beginning, but there was so much bullshit. I shrugged it off. Yeah, it's still so much damn bullshit. I mean, there's still so much. No, I love you, babe. Before you can get approved to post. Gotcha. Oh, you'll get there. It's going to go by. Yeah. April's like, I am going crazy with this stuff. I just want the facts too. I'm tired of the bullshit, man. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. I remember when RDU-NC was hit by the eye of the Hurricane Fran, we didn't have power for 3 weeks. All the road took down the trees, power lines. It was so bad. National Guard came to help. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was insane. That was insane. And, Trump does connect to North Carolina. North Carolina's Saturn connects to Donald Trump. You know, I bet that's not hard to believe. It was very bad. And I wasn't there, so I only read about it, heard stories about it. I feel for you. Now we so jealous. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to show you guys the things that I was seeing for JP Morgan. I know that there's things coming for Vanguard. I don't know when we're gonna see that or if we are going to see that or hear about it. But I know that there are some things going to be going down with them. What we're going through now is going to come back around in June and July. So the things that we are going on now will come back around during that period of time. It's always, it's like a baton. These energies will keep showing up and working itself out, and they just keep on doing that. So, first of all, let me show you this. Let me take me off. Give you a full screen here. And I've been watching the earthquakes. I've been watching the earthquakes because of all the solar weather that we've had. And anytime we have solar weather like that, we have a lot of climate interactions. It goes down to our core. The electromagnetic force in this on this planet is surreal. We have a lot of electromagnetic energy on this planet. And so I've been watching California, I've been watching the West Coast, but then we had one today, this morning in Wyoming, a 4.7. That's pretty big. And then Evanston had a aftershock of a 3.0. But this is pretty big for Wyoming, I think, from my, observations of studying and looking at the patterns of the earthquakes over the years since a long time. But this one's a pretty big one. So we're gonna be still watching. I'm still gonna be watching the earthquakes. Still gonna be watching them. Got one showing up in Louisiana, some in Texas, and of course here in on the West Coast and even in Washington, Seattle, Washington. So I'm gonna be watching that. Gonna be watching that and looking at the you know the weather as well. Even sickness, the sicknesses will come from comets. They come from comets and the solar weather. So all those protons coming down. So I want first talk about JP Morgan. Okay. We're going to talk about JP Morgan. I also want to talk about Justin Strife with TPUSA and show you a clip with Candace Owen today. I think that we can definitely see some of the things that are going to be coming with Justin. It's already in transit now, but he's going to be having a warring on him for a few days. So we're going to be talking about that. So let's check this out. Okay, so JP Morgan obviously is not alive anymore. JP Morgan was born in 1837 on April 17th at 3 a.m. in Hartford, Connecticut. So if we want to look at JP Morgan, anything that has to do with JP Morgan, we need to look at his birth chart. Okay. Anytime we are looking at anything having to do with JP Morgan, we got to do is look at his birth chart. Okay. So what I want to first show you is this right here. There is a reigniting of a flame of life with groups having to do with the authority and things of the past. Things of the past with groups at a 2437. Here is the 2437 with Eris, the goddess of war and strife, that is reigniting a flame. She is making contact. Eris is making contact with Vesta. And so there is a reigniting of a flame having to do with things of the past, with authority, with work, because Capricorn is the public image, it's work, and we are taking things into the past right here. All right. The other thing that I want you to take note of, and this is what I was talking to Shauna about, I think maybe a week ago, last week. I think it was last Wednesday when we were talking about this. I saw it coming. The transformation is in an opposition. So the transformation of health, trans Pluto, is at a 444, and it's in an opposition with JP Morgan's Chronos at a 444 in Pisces. So this is a direct opposition. JP Morgan is definitely feeling this. And even though he's, deceased, I'm just saying he's still, it's still about him, even in death. And it's right here with his relationships. So his relationships and his partnerships going public, this is where we have some activity. That activity is with trans Pluto transforming his friendships, his partnerships, groups, things having to do with the past, with his work. And this would be the home. This would be construction, home, things of that nature. banking, mortgage, things of that nature. So what had happened was this morning, all so from yesterday to this morning up until this afternoon, actually, Pluto was at a 323. Well, this 323 is where he was learning things or teaching things. He was learning about that lawsuit. Even though he's dead, I know, just work with it. Vulcan at a 247, it had just come in to the opposing the 249 with the dark moon. So all of that Aquarius energy is right here. So we got the Justice with the Lady Justice right here, Australia. All of this right here, all this Aquarius energy. We got Australia, we've got Vulcan, we've got the Sun, we got Pluto, we got Mercury, we got Vesta, got them all right here. We got Venus, all of that is right here hanging out. But then Pallas, what happened was is Pallas came at a 20, she's at a 2919. Well, when she was at a 2620, she was creating an investigation with groups. With groups. She was shaking things up with some groups that have to do with JP Morgan, shaking things up for the future. And it was opposing all of these relationships. When she came here, she sat on his ascendant and it sent out this opposition with his relationships, his partnerships. Interesting, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So he's got a lot. There's a lot that is on JP Morgan, even though he's deceased. Saturn at a 2747 in the ninth house with the courts. We are reflecting on the past shit that has went down with JP Morgan. Okay. All in this first house. And that 2747 is making contact with Ceres, the 2704. I mean, 2747. So this 2747 is connecting to JP Morgan, the way that he shines here in the second house of values. Well, that little Mr. Go Getter with JP Morgan, this 2704 connects to the United States with courts. Courts. You can't make it up. The other thing that I'm noticing too is that Trans Pluto is going to come down in degree to that second house, going to make contact with that second house of values. Things are not going to go well. Things are not going well for JP Morgan right now with this lawsuit with President Trump. It's just not going to go well. It's not going well. And even though he's like, oh, they're like, it's, well, we're going to see who's got more money, I guess. Who's got more pull, who's got more power. President Trump, this, let me show you his, let me show you his chart. I mean, it's freaking obvious. It's so obvious. President Trump right now, this 2524 with the courts, this is where all the weight, all that weight that weighs him down with courts and the action, the warring in court, all of that. This 2524 connects to the United States, Hygeia in the ninth house of Leo. Well, the 2524 was just in transit with Hygeia. So earlier today, that was definitely taking place. And I did wonder how this was going to work itself out, President Trump, because Neptune at a 2954 right now, well, she's coming into that 2955 with Trump's ascendant degree. These degrees in our chart they literally matter in the state of matter, right? The thing is, the thing about it is that communications, Pluto. Okay, so when the full moon comes about on February 1st in Leo, on February 2nd, Pluto is going to be at a 344 in Aquarius, opposing Trump's health with groups, his everyday, his work, because that 344 that he has in the 12th house, things of the past, in Leo, Yeah, that's gonna be in an opposition. Pluto is going to oppose him. And this Pluto, this transformation of health, of things in the past. Will he end up in the hospital? I don't know. Is this going to just come back with him and Mexico and ICE and the immigration? I think so. I think so. Because at the same day, Minnesota, Eris is coming to Minnesota. Lots of warring. It's not over. Like, this is not even over. Not by a long shot. We're going to see some things going down in Minnesota when that takes place. So there's a lot opposing what it's just a challenge. It's a challenge if you're in an opposition with somebody, if you are being opposed, if you're in a ring and you're in a boxing ring and you got gloves on and your opponent has gloves on, you've got an opponent, you've got an opposition. It's an opponent. You're being challenged. You're going to be challenged. It's challenging anytime you have an opposition. Just think about what does opposing mean to you? Would it mean that's the way that I think about it though. I think about it with that opposition with somebody, you got gloves on, they got gloves on, you got an opponent. I was in Walmart today and I had a woman who really wasn't a woman, she was trash and just talking shit. I mean, I didn't say anything out of the way. I was just standing there waiting for her to, stop looking at her laptop. I mean, her iPad. And she just started talking just mad shit. She was opposing me. She was trying to be an opponent. She was trying to be an opponent, her and her friend, just backyard trash. But I mean, at the grocery store, like I didn't even, but I was being opposed. The other thing that I do want to, I want to definitely talk about because there's a lot. There is a lot that is going on in these transits right now. It's affecting a lot of people. It's affecting the United States and how the United States brings in money. It's affecting Cuba. It's affecting the money, the Cuban, any type of Cuban imports or whatnot. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things that are taking place with the United States and Cuba today. Um, when it comes to Sebastian's case, let me touch on that. What I'm seeing right now, Jupiter has just expanded the intensity that he has at home. Things, and this means that it's about the law. There's a lawful thing going on with Sebastian right now, and it has to do with things that are hidden at his home, things that are hidden with his mother. It's lawful. It's lawful. It's very intense, and it's expanding the intensity with the law. The other thing that I see with Sebastian is this morning he had an opposition. He had an opponent. There was an opponent. The opponent is with the law, with the justice, with Sumner County, with the TBI. There's an opponent. There was an opponent coming to his friend group within the military, within the law. There was a lot of lawful things going on, and right now, Venus is at the 648. Let me just pull up Sebastian's chart so I can show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna keep jumping, guys. I'm gonna keep jumping. I'm gonna go back to Vladimir, look at Israel, because there's a lot that I'm seeing in this chart. That's the reason why I need to get it out. I need to get it out to y'all. So let me pull up. Let me see if I've got Sebastian already. I do. I do. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Where's transits? Right there. Okay, so right now, here in the fifth house of kids, there is an investigation. Here in the creativity house, in the fifth house is creativity, the way we create, the things that we birth into creation. This 342 is most certainly connecting to California, Michael Proudfoot, and the 342 is in Sagittarius. So this is about Sagittarius, everything having to do with the Sag house, This is also having to do with Michael Proudfoot, his magnetism with the dark moon. So there's a lot of disordered aggression right now with the magnetism, with kids, with creativity, with the courts, with Michael Proudfoot. Long travels, going far. Mr. Truck driver, okay? Mr. Truck driver. Limits and obstacles that are coming. Well, let me just take that back. I won't say that right now. I won't say that right now. The 342 is the dark moon in Sag. So let's think about that. It's about going far. It's about immigration. It's about courts. It's about religion. And Michael Proudfoot does connect to Oklahoma. He connects to, and this is an Oklahoma degree. He connects to California. That's a California degree as well. And so there's a lot of disordered aggression, Katie. Is the wisdom that she has about the investigation that's lawful, the wisdom that she has is bringing her a lot of warring, lots of warring with the investigation that's going on with Sebastian. Yeah, that woman was messing with the firecracker. She sure was. I was trying to be nice. And I thought, if this bitch says anything to me again, we liable to be going at it here in Walmart. But I was trying to be nice, trying to be, I was trying to be polite and not I don't look good in orange. I've already, I've never been to jail, don't ever want to go to jail, but I definitely don't look good in orange. I don't think anybody looks good in orange, especially Christopher Proudfoot. He was very much looking awful in court with the orange. But then, maybe orange is his color. Maybe he's going to look great in orange. I don't know. So Mercury has already went over that 342. Now it's at a 347. It's coming to a 349 and a 350. All the communications with the state of Tennessee is going to be dark, 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 dark. Disordered aggression with communications. People going to be fighting at the store. That's what's, I mean, it's, that it's coming. The 648 with partnerships and relationships here, it's critical with dad and it's critical with the law, the authority. That 648 is the outer wheel for Sebastian in Libra and in Aries. It's about school. It's about, I mean, it's almost like, is he out of military school? If he is, y'all just tell us. Just tell us if he is there something military going on here? I know a lot of people, oh, you're just living in a dream world. You're this, you're that. No, there's no proof that Sebastian is deceased. And anybody that thinks that he is deceased without any proof, you're the one that I need to be talking to. Okay. We don't need to be talking to me. I need to be talking to you. You're basing everything off of statistics. What statistics? He left when he was 15. He's now 17. They had made plans to put him in a school. So did they put him in a school and just didn't tell Seth about it and then everything blew up? I think that's possible. I think that's possible. All that dog stuff and everything about the construction. We don't know. You're basing everything off of 2 dogs that smelt some stuff. I don't know that that was Sebastian. I don't know that all those flickering lights were cars. I don't know that Sebastian was in the car. I mean, there's a bunch of make believe stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I'm trying to base everything on facts. And the fact is that there was no cameras that picked up Sebastian Rogers. No cameras. None. So that's I mean, the fact is that they were looking at a landfill for less than 24 hours. They were at a landfill. That's the fact. Jupiter has just expanded this intensity with the 8th house. So this is about communications with 2 people that took place today, that took place this morning. I watched it happen. Intensity, lots of intensity here. And now the values with relationships is with that 11th house, that outer wheel that is coming into the 11th house, and the fifth house outer wheel that is coming into the fifth house of kids and creativity. And we can't forget that this 2046 with Eris, the goddess of war and strife and discord, she opposes TBI. So whatever the TBI thinks, they may want to change their mind. Just saying. They may want to change their mind. I do know that what is coming in Minnesota on February 2nd, well, it's actually going to start on January 31st. So on January 31st, there is going to be a breakup with Sebastian and this 2439 with Admetos, this breakup with his sixth house of health, his everyday in Taurus. Could have something to do with evidence, could have something to do with money, could have something to do with something he owns, something he possesses. Maybe there's going to be something that is found. But this 2439 connects to Minnesota. And I don't know if y'all know what's going on in Minnesota, but there's all kind of shit going on in Minnesota. It's crazy what's going on in Minnesota. So I'm going to be showing you that chart here in just a few. But his mother is in transit, California, and his Chris's dad is in transit, Michael Proudfoot. Looks like Nina's in transit in the sixth house of health and every day. Her work, her job, there's a little a relationship that's given her a conscious race and experience. A relationship. So that's that. And it looks like the flame of life is coming to the TBI. Oh, it's already came to the TBI. That was this morning when it was happening because there was a lot going on this morning. I was like, what the hell is this? Of course, we're going to find out after the fact. You know, we always do. But we're going to have this to go back on. Okay? We're going to have this video to go back on and go, "Oh, that's what it was." I can see that me and Seth, the 2248 that me and him connect with, Chiron is coming to that 2248. I hope he's not going to start having a migraine again. He's probably not even in here anymore. But if you are, Seth, you know, it could be, you need to make sure you got your migraine medicine. That is for sure. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, now let me just say, if y'all are in on the Summer Wells case, she is in transit today. I'm wondering if there's some things going on with her sibling. If one of her siblings are talking, there is a lot of, God, there's a lot of emotional publicity, attention on her today. This 1713 is coming up to her as well. Yeah. And her daddy, her daddy, her daddy, her daddy. When was that? When was he in transit? That may have been a few days ago. I thought. Yeah, it was. It was just a couple of days ago. Pluto was at that 321 that he has. I remember this shit. I don't know how I do. I don't know how I remember certain degrees in people's charts. I don't know, but I do. I don't know. So check this out. When it comes to Sebastian, I want you to see the connections that he has in Minnesota. And I asked Seth, and he said, I don't think that he's ever been to Minnesota. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, we'll keep this in, we'll keep this in mind. So let's look at Sebastian and let's look at Minnesota. Where did Minnesota go? Minnesota, right there. All right, so here's the 2439. Now check it out. It's Poseidon in Leo. Poseidon in Leo, guys. So Poseidon in Leo is in the seventh house of relationships and partnerships, but this Leo energy is also emphasized by Cancer. So all of this in this seventh house is emphasized by Cancer. So it's about home, relationships and home. The 1616, when I say that the wisdom was in Mississippi when Sebastian went missing, you know what? The wisdom was also here in Minnesota. That 1616 is also Minnesota. Okay. So this 1616 was in transit, it was a collective transit with Minnesota when he went missing. I can't forget that. I just cannot forget that. The 1515, his step grandparents, look at me just coloring right over it. Trans Pluto in the fifth house of kids. This is Kathy Bauer Sox. This is Terry Bauer Sox. And there is a transformation with communications in the fifth house of kids and creativity in school. So I can't, I can't not see that. Can't not see that. But that 2439 is coming into transit and is going to be here connecting with Sebastian and Minnesota. Same time. It's the same time. And let me just tell you something. This 2848 is definitely a part of this case. What's her face? Faith. Faith has 2848. There's other people that have the 2848 that's setting in the second house of values. Pluto is coming to transform the communications with a lot of warring when it comes to Minnesota. There is so much to see, guys. Like, I'm just like thrown up with information. And I need to, I need to, I need to give it to you guys. I need to let y'all see what I'm seeing. And I know I'm going over it really fast, but it's just because there's so much to talk about. There's literally so much to talk about right now. So Pluto will come and make contact there, even though Pluto is here. Pluto is transforming their entire identity. Minnesota is being transformed. Yes. 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 Orb attraction. And Seth has been getting kind of the heebie-jeebies, I think, because, and I could let him say it himself, but all the things that are going on in Minnesota with the kids. I think I've shown y'all some of the videos that, they're pretty disturbing when it comes to the fraud that's going on in Minnesota with autistic children. The fraud with the Somalia or something. I don't even remember. I don't know where he went. I wish he would say it in chat. But yeah, so let's check this out. Now let me show you something. Let me show you something else. What was it? What was it? Okay, so we know that Mars has came here with his values. Jupiter was here opposing values, but definitely activating, most definitely expanding and activating the intensity with the vertex. The vertex is very intense. And it's things that have to do with his mother. The things that are hidden at home with the communications, with her vehicle, with the ring camera of her, the neighbor across the street, Michael Laird, his ring camera that shows a grainy video of somebody taking the trash out. Let me show you something though. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that that's it. As far as the connections that he has, let me make sure. Let me make sure here. Yes. But seventh house, relationships and partnerships with kids, all the publicity with kids, and you got to think about the autistic stuff, right? I mean, we need to. We definitely need to. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing here with Sebastian. I don't think so. Now, let me show you. Let me show you this. Okay. Let me show you Minnesota with the transits right now, because I want to give us a timeline to be watching anything that's going to come out. Now, look, this is where we have to be really vigilant on this channel when it comes to the chatter, because the chatter is one thing, but what is underneath the chatter that we're not seeing? That is something else that I always have to keep in mind. Y'all don't, but I do. I always have to keep that in mind, is that the chatter online on YouTube, that's one way that this is going to express itself. But then there's other ways that it will also express itself. Okay. So this weight home yesterday, it was at a 1433 with a relationship. A weight with a relationship when it comes to kids, when it comes to publicity, it was not good for Minnesota. Whoever this was that was showing up trying to make something of himself or herself wasn't good. It weighed them down. And the day before that, actually 2 days before that, that would be Monday, the fate of where they have been, the things that they hide, the fraud, right? Other people's money, the things that they are hiding with the investigation, and their North Node. This is about values, medicines, hospitals, things like that. Well, the 21, let's see, where are we at? 21. Oh, okay. I must have been looking at something else. 2139. Where did I just see something with that? Oh, the 2124. No, I don't want to talk about that. Is this 2437 that is coming to Sebastian and the way that he connects with Minnesota? How does he connect with Minnesota? Why is he connecting with Minnesota here? I don't know. But I'm interested. I'm very interested to see how this is going to work itself out. So when is that coming? When is that coming, you ask? Great question, guys. Great. That's great. Great question. All right, so that is going to come on, pretty sure it's the 29th, but let's look. There it is. On the 29th, let's see what time it's going to start. Eris is going to start her collective transit. Now, let me tell you something. I've had Eris on my sun before, and I did great. I did great. And sometimes when when you are in a good place and these transits come over you, they aren't always bad. They aren't always bad. Okay. So this is when it actually begins, and I'm going to have to pause for just a moment. Hold on just a second. Sorry, y'all. My eyeballs were floating. I had to pee so bad. I'm used to it. I'm from Michigan. My job moved me south 5 years ago. I love you, girl. I have to hop off. Been in bed for 2 days. I smell like a taco. I'll be back on if you're on in like 30 or so. Okay. Bless it. She's been sick. Her and her babies have been sick. He has discussed topics on the 411 in the Tennessee, North Carolina region. Let's see. Yeah, Jill. I still remember some too. I haven't been able to watch much lately. I just miss you, April. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the dealio. Here's the dealio. What I'm seeing, it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. On January 29th, of course, every day I'm gonna be seeing a lot because I'm used to these degrees. I can guarantee you. So this is going to start Thursday overnight. Thursday overnight. per Nashville time. Okay. What I'm seeing here is that there is going to be a lot of disordered aggression Thursday morning when Trump wakes up. There's going to be a lot of disordered aggression with Gavin Newsom, with Sebastian, with Canada. And there is going to be a lot of energy that is coming with the Secret Service. Lots of communications about Mexico because these two right here, Mercury and Venus, are going to be at the same degree 1450, and that is definitely Mexico. The communications are going to oppose me and my values. So whatever is happening is opposing me and my communications and my values. And so that's going to be Minnesota and Sebastian with the collective transit. This 2255, North Carolina and Trump has this 2255. North Carolina and Trump have this 2255. And so Chiron is also going to be showing up. God dang, man, there's so much. There's just so much here. We're gonna have to let me go ahead and dole this out. What else? See, even before this with Sebastian, we're gonna have that 428 that he has that connects to Trump and Gavin Newsom in Canada. It's going to be in transit in the 8th house. This could have something to do with them babies too, Jack and Lily, because their Chiron is a 428. Canada's 428 Chiron is in Leo, and it's about their public image with kids, with kids. It's going to be a lot of attention on Sebastian on Monday, the 26th. Monday, the 26th. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Because look, let me take it back for a second. Let me take it back. Let me take it back. Because this is when Tennessee is going to have Saturday overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning at 3:45 a.m. This is when we are going to start having, I think we are going to start having bad weather. We can see that Katie is still in transit. She's got a lot of worrying that's going on. And it makes you wonder why. Why? Because she'd be warned today with the investigation. But the state of Tennessee's Pluto is a 1055. They have a 2956. Tennessee has a 2957. This is with the weather, guys. Hospitals. Lots of energy with the United States and their values, with the grid. Oh, yeah. 7th house relationships and partnerships with the state of Tennessee. It's expanding here. The other thing that I think that we probably should talk about, I really do think that we do need to talk about is this. Y'all are familiar with Charlie Kirk, right? You're familiar with all of that stuff. Hey, Nicole, Barb, good to see you guys. Y'all are familiar with that, right? So Here's what I'm seeing with that is beginning tomorrow. Because I'm looking and I'm like, okay, so that could be, this right here, there's going to be a lot of things happening with the United States and Cuba, our relationship with Cuba. So, oh, who else has that 0047? Is that Ohio? There's a lot of things that are going on in Ohio during this time too, because Ohio does have this 1055 as well with the fate. Lots of shit is going down, y'all. It's so intense. It's been so intense. It's really hard for me to look at it and maintain focus, as you can tell. As you can tell. 2947. Yeah. Okay. So let me go back and then I'll get it to the 29th and all of that. This is again, I'm seeing the markets, seeing Vanguard, seeing BlackRock, seeing all of that. With our markets, there's a lot of money that's being there's so much money that's being this is Colorado. Okay, so Colorado. So I'm definitely seeing Colorado here, Tennessee, definitely Tennessee. Yeah, relationships with Tennessee, relationships with Tennessee. This is where it could be Memphis by Saturday. It could be Memphis that has no electricity. It could be. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. But it ain't looking good for Tennessee. I mean, it's really not. Or the Ohio Valley, I guess. Okay, now watch this. Hold on. Let me get it to because the stuff going on with Charlie Kirk. This is intense. And I'm wondering how this is going to work itself out with TPUSA. Okay, so that's today. Now let's go hours. Let me get that Vulcan the Eris, the goddess of war to the 2438 and this is when I expect to see something right here. Hold on. That's tonight. Okay, so that's okay, so it's already started. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It should already start. Okay. All right, cool. Watch this. Oh, I see now. Okay, yeah, all right. Mercury is coming to my Jupiter. No wonder. Okay. Justin with TPUSA. Do y'all know who Justin is with TPUSA? Do you know who he is? Yeah, you just feel a lot. I mean, you do. We just have to ride the wave, ride the wave. I don't know what time he's born. I do not know what time he is born. Okay. All right. So, Justin, let's see, Justin. This is him. Remember? I'm just going to show him to you. Okay, that's him. The COO and the CDO of Turning Point USA. Mr. Bigwig. Okay. Well, he has a lot of warring for days. Okay. It's gonna last for days until the 29th, right? Because the 29th is when we are seeing the and it wouldn't surprise me if his birth chart opposes Tennessee's Pluto, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. Would not surprise me either way. Lunar nodes are on him. The South node is on him with the flame of life with Charlie Kirk. He has he has a lot of, for me, he's got some, he just, I'm not going to accuse him, but I think that it was an inside job. I think that there were people that were definitely involved in the higher ups with our government, Israel, and some of these people that Charlie trusted. I do believe that wholeheartedly because of the transits that I was looking at the day before he was unalived. And then the day that he was unalived, I was like, that's it. I mean, I can't unsee what I saw. There's no way that it wasn't an inside job. It just was. It was. Okay. Believe it or not, it just was. Some things are hard to swallow. But this 2438 with Eris is coming to his magnetism. The magnetism is your aura. If people are magnetized to you, it's because you're funny, you're cute, you're sweet, you're whatever. There is a magnetism that is going to be, he's going to be warring. There's a warring that is coming to him, that is on him right now. And it'll move past him on the 29th. But it's going to be a weight. There is going to be a weight on his home, a weight on his family, a weight on his emotions. Yes, 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 and more yes. So, where does he live now? Where does he live now? Is he in Tennessee? Is he still in Arizona? Where is he at? But that 1427 is kind it, no matter what time he's born, that 1427 is a non-mover with Vulcanus. There's going to be a weight and with a lot of emotion when it comes to his home, his family. Indeed. So, what I'm seeing is it's already started. And if you look at, and we're going to, I think we should. I think we should. I think we should look at, oh, hold on. What is that? Okay. I think we should look at, let me remove this. I think we should look at Candace and what she put out today. Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up first. I didn't pull it up yet. Just one second. Because Miss Candace, let me pull it up. Okay, let's see. Where I'm going to get it to that right here. Okay. This is what I think we need to focus on right here. Let me show it. Okay. All right, check this out. And if you can't hear it, just let you know, start putting in the chat that you can't hear it. But this is what it is, I think. We're, maybe not. We'll see. Make sure that y'all can see it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, regardless. Mm-hmm. Jeff says get your pen and paper out. It is interesting. It is interesting. Check this out. Oh, let me credit her. I don't want to get I don't think she would, but you just never know. I want to be respectful. Credit Candace Owens. Okay. Now we're cooking.
Let's take a listen anyways, because they're all convinced they're just paranoid and firing a bunch of people. Take a listen.
I mean, I just,
So she's saying that they're firing a bunch of people. They're firing a bunch of people. So check it out.
I mean, Frank, this is kind of wild.
I understand. Where you're coming from.
I know, and I know best to be here. And
Yeah.
so I mean, I'm not really content leaving for the day without further documentation, explanation, anything.
I understand, but it's time to go. We're just gonna say today's the last day, and that's what we're gonna operate from.
And there's nothing else y'all are going to offer me or plan to offer me. No, I'll send you an email about off-boarding instructions that essentially outlines rates that you to sounds more and then detailing the pay.
And you will receive your year bonus from your performance for the year, so that will be in that paycheck too.
Okay. So, I mean,
yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming
No,
from.
and I know you're going to keep saying I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I know that.
No, I know.
And I know there's probably no magic string of words that I could piece together to procure some type of answer. But
Yeah.
I think on a surface level, like I'm not going to walk out of here until I say my piece. Like I mean, y'all know this. I just worked a series of 80, 90-hour weeks plus for AmFest.
Yeah, I think
I've had no direction or explanation since we've come back. Our CEO has been assassinated. I've done nothing but bend over backwards for this organization. And the point where I'm wondering if this is a prank.
it's not.
Wow. Wondering if this is even a prank. She started recording because she didn't know what was going on. And she needed evidence, just in case whatever was happening. They were working 80, 90-hour weeks. And there's a purge. They're getting rid of people left and right.
A prank. I wouldn't never do that.
So I'm just trying to understand. And
No, I understand. It's time to.
so do I get to have a conversation with Dylan? Do I get to have a conversation with Justin or anybody or
Nope.
no? And there's
Nope. He said nope. Just like that. Nope. Nope. Well, Justin, honey, you're going to have some days of a lot of warring with you. Yeah, basically that's what he's saying. I mean, she'll get her yearly bonus. Everything that they have done, all the sweat and tears and everything, all that they have been through. And you know what? I think this is going to be a good thing because these people that are being fired, they're being let go. Now what are they going to say?
no explanation as to why I'm going to let go.
Right now, we're leaving all.
And you're going to keep saying a different direction, but I'm trying to.
So they're going a different direction. That's the only excuse. They're going a different direction.
Understand how I've met multiple times with my.
We're going a different direction with the team, and I have to ask you to leave now.
You have to ask me to leave the property.
Yes,
Due to what, Frank?
because we're asking you to leave because you've been terminated and we're not.
But there's no explanation or documentation for this. I've never had one bad review from Dylan. I've never had one issue with the company. I've never done anything unethical. And so I'm sitting here understanding why my entire livelihood is being completely tossed out. I mean, I sat
No,
in this chair.
you're gonna do great things.
No, and
I
I
think you're
plan
likely.
to.
I don't think you're likely to being tossed out. I think you're
Well-
very successful.
Well, my paycheck every other week is being tossed out, Frank, with absolutely no warning whatsoever.
I understand. At this time, it's time for you to.
It's time for me to go. Why? Like this
Because-
is the
because
treatment that
So he's saying basically it's time for you to go. You need to leave. You need to leave the property right now. We have fired you. Goodbye. Go. Go. Leave. This is a Christian company. Okay. This is look. You're going to find the devil, honey, where you least expect him. I can promise you that. You're going to find him right where you're praying.
turning point is off right now.
It's time to go.
Frank, this is crazy.
I understand where you're coming from.
I don't think you do. This feels very heartless. This feels without emotion.
I do understand where you're coming
This feels completely without
from. I
emotion.
understand where you're coming from. But at this time, I have to ask you.
Frank, I'm really not content doing that
Okay.
because I know that when I leave there, my credentials not going to get back in, and I'm never going to have the opportunity to speak with somebody at this company as to why I'm being terminated after never having my performance questioned, after never doing anything wrong, after working tirelessly through the death of Charlie. This is wild. And you can that's completely unsatisfactory. And so I have to come home tonight with no plan, no understanding, asking for clarity multiple weeks in a row. And I'm confused. I sat in your office when that whole GC situation happened. And you
Crazy.
said, and I quote, that if you don't get that job, I'm going to personally think that you got screwed over. And now I'm sitting here and I'm getting screwed over in a completely different capacity with no explanation.
Yep, I understand where you're coming from, but at this
No, you
time,
don't.
So there,
I understand where you're coming from. I'm asking you to leave now. Dude, you don't understand anything. You're not understanding a damn thing. Okay? This is heartless. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good for her recording it. Exactly. Because she was an outstanding employee on so many. Yeah. So this lady that is talking is an employee of TPUSA. They are purging and getting rid of a lot of people just being terminated, asked to telling them that they're terminated and asking them to leave the premises. Goodbye. Don't ever come back. Okay, we understand. We know you. Okay, we understand, but go. Bye. We got more people to get rid of. Bye. What a joke, man. Wow. But, I mean, the new CEO, I mean, she hasn't skipped a beat. And you've got to ask yourself that. Like I do. I ask myself, why would she? I mean, there's so many questions with this. And for anybody that doesn't question it, something is wrong. Yeah, some truth is going to be coming out. You know it.
there's going to be absolutely no explanation as to why I'm terminated. So when I go to my next job, I can't explain as to why this chapter is closed.
we're going in a different direction. with the
That's
facility.
not an explanation, Frank.
It's the explanation we're providing now
Providing from who?
from the organization.
From who though? Justin, from Dylan,
From the organization. I only speak for the organization. And I'll,
So different direction means what? Losing people that bend their backwards for the organization, losing people that would be willing to do anything for the organization.
Because his eyes is their reasoning is because they're going a different direction. They're going another direction. So that's it. You're going another direction. You're going a direction of what? Like, what's the new direction? Because without Charlie, Charlie is turning point. I don't understand why they think that getting rid of Charlie is because I do think that there is definitely conspiracy to get rid of Charlie. He's the one that built this company. And they're just going to take it over and just do whatever they want to, and everything's going to be all peachy. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand that they think this is wild to me. It's just wild.
Losing people that haven't done anything wrong. Like
I understand what you're saying, and we're taking on it, but and now it's time for you to go. And so I've taken the time to say with peace, and now it's time for you to go. So
like how? Okay. Well, this is
This color does not
I
get
mean,
you
how
in the
many
holiday
times did he
spirit.
ask her to go?
Wheel.
So let me set the scene. You're lounging on my couch.
How many times did he ask her to leave? Jenna went to many Pastor Greg, Lori Harvest crusades in Anaheim, and he entangled with them at TPUSA, and he's in trouble for child trafficking too. Makes me freaking sick. Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy. I don't know if it's only women or not. Time is going to tell though.
I honestly can't even imagine this at all. 80 to 90 hour weeks. Your CEO just got publicly assassinated and you've not stopped working since. You think you're going in because they're going to be like, hey, we've made $250 million and like, we see you. And they say, we're moving in a different direction. And we actually, you're not even allowed to speak to everyone that you just worked for. You're not even allowed to see and then just having beefy security guards there to walk you out. She is correct in saying that this is heartless. Is it illegal? No. You could do this. A lot of the stuff, as we've said, the common theme here is what Turning Point is doing is legal, but it's also immoral. I wouldn't do it. I would be so honest, like, look, we appreciate obviously everything you've done. You've been killing yourself. You know what? We're a little paranoid schizo right now, and we just don't know who to trust. We gotta get rid of everybody. Erica has no trust. That's why she doesn't want to be in here, because she doesn't know who's actually the person leaking. Give that girl something. I've asked, and I've spoken to a few of the people that
Erica did not skip a beat. She didn't skip a beat. She went straight into being the CEO and hasn't skipped a beat and has been there every day. Something is wrong in Denmark, guys. Something is wrong here. I mean, I cannot believe it. I can't believe all the people that are still supporting them. Something is wrong, very wrong here. And it's going to show itself for real in March. I've already seen it. March 2nd. I'm still waiting for March 2nd. Hold on just a second. Let me text back. Yes. Okay. As a guest. I'm going to go on Lady Freedom later. She was just making sure that I'm okay with that and the time and everything. I'm like, sure. She's either driven by money or involved, Jeff. I mean, this isn't rocket science, guys. It's just not rocket science. Yeah, no one came to save me. Just breaks my heart. These grown people know what they're doing. They do. They do. Something is so wrong. She's not at home taking care of her kids. She is trying to grow TPUSA into something else. Charlie saw and had problems with things that were going on, and he was taken out. No question. No question from his wife, nothing. Let's move on. I'm the new CEO, guys. Hey. Yeah, weird.
that same person that you heard, their general counsel, then showed up at someone's house. The setup here was crazy. What happened to this next girl is crazy, okay? Marina Minas, this is the Uber chick. The Marina Minas.
Exactly, his eyes. I mean, it's very obvious. And y'all, I see people die hard going against Candace, taking up for her. And I'm thinking, how can you, like, logically, how can you make sense of what's going on and think that Erica Kirk don't have nothing to do with it? She evidently did. She evidently did. Unbelievable.
She I don't know. I guess she's the one out here. I shouldn't say sniping employees. That's not the right analogy to use, especially given the circumstances. But she's kind of involved in a lot of this for some reason. Her name keeps coming up. And so another person set up this kind of fake Zoom. This employee is part-time. It kind of set up this fake Zoom meeting. And so she's at home. She's logged in this meeting and her phone's ringing. I'm going to say allegedly, but this is what happened. Allegedly, her phone's ringing nonstop. She doesn't recognize the number. She doesn't know what's happening. She's still on this call. Eventually, she picks up, and it's the general counsel. And he's like, hey, I'm outside. You're fired. And come to the door and let me in to get your work computer. And let me tell you something right now. If you try to delete anything, just so you know, we've installed something and we'll know that you did it. She has no idea what's happening. She's home with her kids, alone with her kids. She doesn't have her husband there, nothing. And so obviously she just complies. My sense when I hear that story is they thought they were going to find something. They thought there's some sort of paranoia going on. Maybe they thought the same thing with this girl. They were going to grab the tech and they were going to find something. Then this girl, but rolling up at someone's house? Like, what?
Meet Niles Kinnerk.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all should, when you get time, listen to some of her stuff. I mean, Candace, there's a lot of things I don't agree with, but even when I don't agree with people about some things, I always try to find common ground. I always try to find common ground with people that are different from me. They're diehard. She is a diehard, I wouldn't say diehard Christian, but I mean, a lot of the things that I think that some people believe in now, it's like 2,000 years old. It's time to evolve. But I get it. It takes time and everybody's not on the same path. But I think that some of the things that she talks about in here that I was able to listen to, I did show you some of that. It's on point. I mean, you can't not question Erica's behavior. And if you don't question her behavior, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You're living in a dream world. You're living in some type of dream world. I'm trying to wake you up. Shake, shake. Wake up. It's a wake up call with an investigation, a deep dive into the rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole sometimes will take you places that you cannot believe that you're actually in. Like, what? I didn't expect this. Didn't expect this to come up. But the astrology that day, the day before, like I told you guys, the day before Charlie was taken out, I was talking to Shauna. It was about 11 o'clock. And I'm like, this is a very intense time. We need to watch this. Something is going on with Trump, with Elon, with Mexico and Israel. There's things that are going on with Israel. There's some type of deal going on. And then the next thing you know, that day, that time that I'm looking at, it was 12:15 Nashville time. No, it was 1:15 Nashville time, 12:15 their time, and that's when it happened. And I was like, "Oh my God, I literally saw an assassination. I can't believe that." It was him, and I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. It is so time to evolve. It's a time to evolve. Wake up, wakey, wakey. We're coming out of that Piscean dream house and we're coming into the age of Aquarius, right? This is where it's about we the people and waking up, waking up. The great awakening. What happens during a great awakening? If everybody is forced into a great awakening, we're being taken down to our knees. That's what it means. Okay. It doesn't feel good. But when we come out of it, that's when it's going to be magical. That's when the magic comes. Yeah, it's very hard. Every time I see Eric, I see evilness in her eyes. I do too. I do too. I'm right there with you. I do too. There's something not right. There's something evil. There's something evil there. There's a pretend. There is this, it's a fake facade. She's fake. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We were talking about it. She is. I think so too. I think she is. She is evil as evil AF. She is, man. And so this is what I'm seeing for Justin. I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of backlash for days, and there should be. And I'm thinking that there's a lot of things that are going to come out. With these people getting fired, there's going to be a lot of things come out. The people that were keeping their mouth shut, they're not going to keep their mouth shut anymore. And they're opening up a whole who is Justin? So Justin is he is the CC. Let me show you. Share my screen. Justin, let me share the entire screen because I'm going to show you guys this is Justin. And you can just Google Justin Strife and it'll pull it up and he's talking here, talking like, he cares. He cares about where TP. I know you can't hear, but it's not the point. I'm just wondering where he lives now. I wonder if Arizona, if we're going to have to be looking at Arizona now and the transits with him. I think I need to. I think I need to do that just to make sure, see what's going on here. Because there's going to be some things that are going to be coming out. And it's all the warring is on him. So the 2438, this is on him. That 2438 with Eris and the goddess of war and strife, that's on his magnetism, and it's coming, buddy. You're going to have a lot of warring. People aren't going to think that you're cute. They ain't going to think that you're nice. They ain't going to think that you're all great. People are just not going to like him. A lot of warring is coming to him. Will he be taken out? Will his job be replaced? I don't know. I don't know what's coming for him, but it ain't good. And it's going to last. Let me show you this. It's going to last for, let's see how many days. Yeah, until the 29th. So even the 28th, the evening of the 28th is still going to be coming on him. And the warring, look at that. When it stops and it starts to come off of him, the warring, hold on. This is a good chart to look at. The warring is on, okay, so the warring is still on him, but there's going to be an intensity with things of the past with Tennessee, with things of the past with Charlie Kirk, and with things of the past with Cuba. Why is he so connected to Tennessee and Cuba, Charlie Kirk? There's a connection that the state of Tennessee and Cuba have that's right here. Past relationships, past law, past courts, past what? Home. I mean, what is this? What does this mean? Why is Charlie Kirk? And so all of Charlie Kirk's warring is with the past and maybe the past audit. Is it the past audit? The past audit, maybe. Interesting. I need to look at Arizona. I think I need to look at Arizona with this. There's Trump right there. I mean, Trump, what are you doing? I sure hope that Trump and Elon and their little group didn't have anything to do with it. I really do. And then we're going to have a relationship that's coming to Tennessee. Oh, there's going to be communications from or about on Wednesday. Erica Kirk. Virginia and New Jersey are showing up here. I can see that. Let's see. And then, like I said, the dark moon, the disordered aggression, the dark moon with courts and things of the past, things that are dark that have to do with the past are coming upon Trump. Okay, so let me look. So save that. Let me pull up Arizona because I don't know if Justin, I know some of them have moved to Tennessee, but I don't think Justin has. Let me look at him. Let me look at Arizona with this, with the 28th. Let me look at Arizona with the 28th first. Yep. So, yeah. The communications with Arizona and the way that they shine with their public image and groups and their lunar nodes of fate with the past health and the government. The government in Arizona, y'all shady. They're shady, man. Shady. And see, Erica Kirk connects to Arizona right here with the justice, with things of the past, with authority and the government right here. And it's interesting that, hold on, does he connect there? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Where are you at? Yes. So check this out. I mean, I have to connect and show you these connections because they matter in the state of matter. We are living in the state of matter. So Vladimir, the president of Russia, check this out. Is it going to be eventually with the with the moon that he has, the reflection that he has with communications, with the ascendant of Arizona and the partnerships with Arizona oppose this moon? And it makes you wonder, does he have some type of technology? Does he have something that is going to blow this investigation out of the water eventually? I wonder. I wonder what he has, like what kind of intel, if you will. There's definitely intel when it comes to Arizona and Vladimir. Definitely. And the state of, not the state, but the United States and the Pluto of Arizona, they are in an opposition with the courts. There's an opposition with not only the courts, but immigration, things that go really quick, like missiles. That's what I was seeing, the 2138. That's what I was thinking about. That 2138. I was just looking at earlier. Okay. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of warring with him, with Vladimir tomorrow, with the physician, with things that he learns. There's gonna be some enlightenment that he learns, and he's gonna be warring with it tomorrow. But isn't it interesting how his moon in the 8th house of death connects to Arizona with Gemini, which is communications, intel. Huh. The other thing, Arizona has their Pluto at a 2704, and that's where JP Morgan shines. JP Morgan shines with their Pluto. Interesting. But this girl, Erica Kirk, she connects to their Saturn, limits and obstacles. It slows them down with things of the past. Slows them down with the things of the past, which is trippy. And then she has a lot of lawful energy with this 1408, the 1447. She has that in her chart. They're both non-movers. They're collective. And we are that collective. Okay, we're the collective. Interesting. Blows my mind, guys. Oh, peace, love, Jeeps. Sent 5 memberships out. You sweetheart. Crafts and Crime. Patty Lee. John Deere Girl. Sagittarius Rising. Samantha Baker. Hopefully they will give you a thank you, a shout out. I don't know if they're in the chat. Maybe they'll receive maybe they'll come in the chat or they'll receive it. But thank you so much, sweetheart. That is so nice of you. Thank you, babe. That is so sweet. So sweet. We did see where that 0050 was going to be coming into transit. And that 0050 that's going to shake them up. God, this is wild. This is wild. They're definitely Arizona is definitely in the hot seat, guys. Arizona is in the hot seat. But that trips me out that his moon connects to them. Trips me out. And look at that. The dark moon is here with relationships with you, Arizona. And it is going to come and oppose the Mars. A vehicle. A vehicle. I mean, it could even be a spaceship. A vehicle. Warring. Communications. Dang. Dang. About Erica Kirk. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, girl. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna stop it right now and pull it up. I promise. Hold on. Let's look at this. Thank you so much, honey. That is such a sweet gift. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just cannot thank you enough. It's just so sweet. Okay. I'm going to stop this screen. I'm going to pull up my email because I think y'all need to see this. This is Orb Attraction just pulled a spread. She just couldn't take it anymore. She had to pull the spread, and I don't blame her. She needed to see what was going on with Erica Kirk on a deeper level. And so let's look at it. Let's look at what Orb has come up with, because she likes to read, and we like for her to share her gift with us. And so let me see. This is the first card. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Yeah. This is the first card she pulled. False promises. Do you want me to go in the other direction? I don't know which one you pulled first. Okay, it's from the Oracle of Heaven and Hell. Harness the power of the angels. Okay, so this is about angels and demons. Okay, so the 44th spirit. Shaz is a great marquis who appears in the form of a stock dove with a hoarse yet subtle voice. His office is to take away the sight, hearing, or understanding of any person at the command of the exorcist to steal money. Ooh, oh my God. Out of the houses and kings and carry it again in 1200 years. If commanded, he will fetch horses or anything, but he must first be commanded into a triangle, or else he will deceive and tell many lies. Shah sometimes gives good familiars and governs 30 legions of spirits, servant of those born between October 21st and October 25th. War and violence. Interesting. Interesting. And then she pulled Decorabia. The 69th spirit is a great marquis who appears at first in the form of a star and a pinnacle. Ooh. But at the command of the exorcist, he dons the image of a human. His office to discover the virtues of birds and precious stones, and to make the similitude of all kinds of birds fly before the exorcist, singing and drinking as natural birds do. He governs 30 legions of spirits. Servants are born between February 23rd and 27th. Fines and unfair costs. Fines. Astaroth, the 29th spirit, strong, mighty duke, who appears in the form of a hurtful angel, riding on an infernal beast like a dragon, carrying in his right hand a viper. He gives true answers about things past, present, and future, can discover all secrets. He will declare openly how the spirits fell if desired, and the reason for his own fall. Wow. Educated in liberal sciences, born between August 7th and August 11th, and it's about fanatical belief and hypocrisy. Fanatical belief and hypocrisy. Baal, well, it's all about the anger. The first principle Baal is a king who rules in the east, gives you the power to be invisible and control the weather, bring pestilence, cure disease. Also skilled at fighting snakes, being invoked against them. He was a great god in the land of Canaan, where he was called Baal, and many temples devoted to his worship. I think that is so weird. It's so weird to see that there is so much evil that is happening within a religious organization. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely, yes. Please subscribe to Orbit Traction. Thank you, Mama Marissa. Anybody that I pull cards too. I do cards. She has gotten me on some Oracle decks, and I love divining with her. And if you ever want a card pull, definitely reach out to her. This isn't a one-hit wonder show that I have here. I believe in equal opportunity. I believe she's against Israel. You think Erica is? You think Erica is because she doesn't appear to be against wolves in sheep's clothing? You think that she talks Israel up, but she's really against them? I literally have sweat rolling down my back. Oh, thank you. We try. Yeah, Satanism. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's right here with you. Oh, honey, I'm sure you are. It's very intense. The energy is very, very intense right now. The WEF conference is happening now. Let me pull that. Where is it happening now? Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. The World Economic Forum. Okay, so yeah. Let me look at let's pull that. Yeah, in Switzerland. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. It sure is. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I do remember that. I pulled that like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm so glad that you mentioned it because I was looking at Switzerland, and we'll come back to the other stuff that I know that's coming. But it does have to do with the economics. Yeah. So let's look at the World Economic Forum and the transits right now. Because I got a chart for it. I do. I was looking at this. Okay, so this is what is going to be coming over the forum tomorrow. So there is going to be a huge weight, and it's going to transform the World Economic Forum in the public image. And what I want to now quickly show you is this, how the World Economic Forum in Arizona, so the forum is over here now. The fate with Arizona, with Aries, and this is about war. Okay. The Aries and the Libra, this is a lot of warring energy with the government. The way that they shine is 2444 as well. And this is where they also have their lunar nodes. So their lunar nodes are 2444 in Leo. North node is in the fourth house with, it's an emphasis on the Capricorn, but it's Aquarius. It's about we the people. Well, the 2950, that goes to California and New York. Actually, I don't think it's New York. It could be Washington. Could be Washington. I'm pretty sure it's Washington. California and Washington. But it's interesting that the forum connects to Arizona as well in a big way. In a big way. In a big way. The economic forum is definitely connecting to California in a big way as well. So just, we can always go back and we can look at these connections and we could be like, oh, yeah, that's what's going on right now. And of course, there's other things that we could talk about with the forum, but guys, this is where it's at right here for me. Is right here. Is there's going to be a lot of transformation with their public image tomorrow. It's already in orb right now. We're already seeing it today. It's going to be in transit tomorrow with a lot of attention, lots and lots of attention on the economic forum. And then there's going to come this breakup with communications with the law, like the letter of the law, because in just a few days, that 416 with Admetos is going to come down and make contact with this degree. And so it's really about the letter of the law. Okay, he did what? James Okafe blew up the agenda. I just saw this video today. James O'Keefe blew it up. Let me look. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at this for just a second. So it's going to come, there's going to be a weight here with their public image and then their values with other people's money here with loans, mortgages. I don't know. How is that going to work itself out? Let me look. Am I looking at videos? Let's see. Is this one? This was 2 days ago, but you're saying it took place today? I don't know if you can in here or not. Try it and see. You can always send it to my email. Send me a link to my email. You could try to see if you can try to see if you can put a link in here, or you can send it to my email at jennifertjennings@gmail.com. Yeah, send me what you want me to play. Dang it. That could be the New Jersey stuff that I was seeing today. Maybe I don't think so though. I don't think so. Yeah, he don't have his birth time on here or anything. I mean, I could find his birthday and try to see what's going on. Yeah, just send it. You can send it to my email. Let's see. Oh God. Now see the Secret Service stuff. Now that's coming. That's going to be intense as shit. That is coming, guys. I keep seeing the Secret Service coming into transit. This isn't going to go away. My undercover investigation. Let me see. Let me take this off because it won't play the right. Oh, yeah. I think it's so sad. It's so sad, man. You think it went through? Okay. I want to watch this for a second.
That video that James O'Keefe put out on Instagram, I couldn't believe it. I watched it last night. Here's the Secret Service agent sitting at a table or a bar with somebody, and he's just like unloading all this information on JD Van.
This is probably the worst breach we've seen in a long time, and it comes courtesy of James O'Keefe, of course. I don't understand, like, how James is able to get away with it, right? It's Jesse Pinkman. He can't keep getting away with it, but he does. You can't keep getting away with it. He's just so good, and quite
The
frankly,
Secret Service, guys, is definitely in transit. Like, they are not, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. The Secret Service. Do you see the link in chat? I don't see it, honey. Send it to my email. Jeff, put my email in there. He put my email in there. Just send it to my email and then I'll play it. I'll know which one you want me to play. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, mods usually can put, it's something about YouTube. I don't know. It's something about YouTube where you can't put links in chats. Only certain people can. It's kind of goofy. It's pretty goofy. Send it to my email though. Yeah, I don't think it will. Yeah, it's just not going to post. Okay, so his eyes just sent it to me. She just sent something to me. So let me look. Let me look. Okay. And this is live from David. O'Keefe infiltrates World Economic Forum in Switzerland. So this is the O'Keefe Media Group. Okay, let's credit them. Let's credit them. I have to do it in the settings. Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. I'll look for that because I want us to be able to put links in here if we want to. Credit. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's see what he's saying here. Oh shit. Wrong one. Share screen. Okay. Make sure y'all can see it. Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. The one you watched was on day 6. Okay, gotcha. Did you see that about Make Heaven Crowded with Erica and Greg? I just want to hear her thoughts on it. I didn't. Oh, I did. I think I did Make Heaven Crowded. It's just, that's weird. She's just weird. She's a weird one. Oh, okay. So the mods can. Okay. So like y'all could. I could. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Check this out, man. Okay. Wikipedia has already given their little disclaimer. Contrails or vapor trails. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, come on.
The Coast Hotel. I'm going to go in there. Laser light comms, dark that company. Do you have that company in your portfolio that does artificial rain? There might be people around you that you
Oh, shit.
select if you have an inclination to do that.
The black rock behind us.
You know, to put sulfur dioxide there is actually pretty cheap, way to cool down the earth.
Oh yeah.
Let's say I want aluminum oxides in my lettuce and kidney. Cocktail that they're spraying above our heads. Yes.
I can't really hear it that good. Okay, to scale with different energies that are relevant to global science. Maybe we can hear it better here.
Steel, cement, aluminum, fertilizers, electricity, and hydrogen.
I'm just curious what this has to do with the economic forum, though. I know that I see BlackRock and Vanguard all in the transits as well that are coming up, that They're in the, I mean, it is. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of money, a lot of investors, definitely things going on with the Secret Service. It's not easy to hear this.
The top of the hill, so we're gonna have the car now. Ready? As we navigated our way towards the gondola to the top of the hill, looking for something called the Schlazlap Hotel. Follow me as we go inside this climate thing. Davos is absolutely packed right now. There's people everywhere. It takes about 2.5 to 3 hours just to get into the town, coming from the outside.
Are y'all able to hear him okay? It's networking. Yeah, a lot of corruption. It's networking of all those companies that were there. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. Are y'all able to hear it okay?
To get into the place, we have to take a gondola all the way to the top. So we're going to take the gondola. Now, in something called the Schlazlap Hotel, high on the top of the mountain in Davos, Switzerland, there were dozens of entrepreneurs on a stage led by this guy, Balbir Singh, who kind of looks like a James Bond villain with a cane. Balbir yells how BlackRock is behind all of it.
This is a very, very special moment in Davos's history. And I mean this, and I mean it sincerely. You've got BlackRock behind us.
Now, I had seen these pavilions on the promenade earlier where each company...
Oh, okay, yeah. It would make sense if I watched the full version. And they also have Vanguard behind them too. So here's the deal though, with Vanguard, it's like if I were to say Vanguard isn't going to be doing well when it comes to Missouri, because I'm pretty sure that they have, I'm pretty sure that they have like whatever it's called in Missouri. They have accounts or whatever it's called. Their connection, Vanguard's connection with Missouri is not going to be doing well. Not doing well at all. At all. So with the astrology, it's a lot different. It's a lot different when you look at it from this perspective because let me show you. It's about their values. Their values. So, you know, there's going to be a weight on their public image. Then there's going to be a weight on their values and the way that they bring in money with other people's money. Other people's money. And it's the things that are investigative, that are worthy of investigation, like truly worthy of investigation. The World Economic Forum, let me bring up the Secret Service. Because that's the first thing that I noticed when I pulled up their chart in the beginning, okay? When I first pulled up their chart, whenever I pulled it a long time ago, is this their connection with the Secret Service. There's a weight on the Secret Service every day with their work, with groups, and with video. And that connection is with the World Economic Forum and the things that we have to dissolve, and it's court worthy. There's a fraud here. There's fraud. Fraud, Secret Service, connection. Do you understand? There is a fraud connection with the Secret Service, and it weighs them down with groups. And it's worthy of investigation. So it is what it is. Our Secret Service, our FBI, basically all of our lawful abiding, they're all crooked. They're just all crooked, guys. They're all crooked. And let me show you something else. Because this is definitely going to make sense for you guys from the astrological perspective, because I've seen this. This 2619 right here. Okay, this is Zeus. This is the attachment, the magnetism with the law enforcement on anybody that has this degree. Anybody that has this degree, you've got an attachment from the law enforcement on you. There is an attachment from the law enforcement, okay? I'm telling you. Now watch this. Watch that 2619 right there. I'm going to go the day. Okay, so tomorrow, look, there's an S. You see the S? It's going to station. Now watch. Ooh, now it's really big. Now it's red. Ooh, now it's a red S. That means when it turns red, from an astrological perspective, this is when the intensity picks up and is very, very intense. Very, very intense with that 2619. Now watch. The next day, now we are going back into the past because it's in retrograde. So anything that's in retrograde, we're going into the past with it. We're going into the past with anything that is retrograde, right? So this 2619, let's look at it the next day. Still in retrograde. Look at the next day, still in retrograde. Finally, nope, it's still there. It's going to be a 2619 until February 4th. Until February 4th. We got days and days and days and days. That 2619, guys, is right here with the Secret Service and the physician Apollo that brings enlightenment. This physician that brings enlightenment to the home and things of the past. Oh, the Secret Service is not doing well. And then what's going to happen is that Zeus that's already went, look, Zeus has already went over the 2614. And it's just now going to be stationing on this 2619. But look, it's going to be a north node in the third house. Now watch. So we know that it's going to be February 4th when it moves off the Secret Service. But it's going to come down that 2614 too. Oh, shit. What am I doing here? Let me go back to transits. Let's go to February 4th and let's see when this is going to be to the 20. It's going to be on their north node. This is not going to work out. Look. It's coming down right there. For days, for a couple of days, for 3 days. Okay, so it's going to be February 17th, February 18th, February 19th. So the 17th through the 19th, Zeus is going to be sitting on the Secret Service North Node. Okay, so the 17th is really, really intense because it's going to sit, Zeus is going to sit on the Secret Service North Node, all the while shaking things up with the United States and China. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to come down. We're going to have a huge weight over Arizona and the World Economic Forum and Erica Kirk, because look at that. There's the 2444. It's coming down to the 1408 with Arizona and Miss Arizona. Miss Queen. Miss Queen. She ain't fooling me. She is not fooling me. This girl, she's as evil can be. She is not fooling me. She's jacked. So, yeah. Yeah. We are waking up. We, the people, are waking up, man. We are not dumb. They can't keep trying to dumb us down and think that they're getting away with it. It's just not happening. And what's going to happen on the 17th is this right here. It's pretty personal. And we got the moon. The sun is going to be shining at a critical degree. We're looking at this is let me see. Oh, let's see. Shit, Nashville. See what time it's gonna. Oh, because it looks like a new moon. It's going to be in a new moon phase. So we'll just have a new moon. Yeah, this is going to be a show. This looks like it's going to be quite the show. But see, Erica Kirk, Arizona, and the Forum, there is something there. There is a connection there with the Secret Service. With the Secret Service. I mean, can't make it up. I cannot make it up, man. It just is. And look at all that. Look at all that. So the moon, let me look. It's in a new moon phase. Okay. It's going to be a new moon. Right there. At 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. Damn. Well, the new moon in Aquarius is the new moon. Secret Service. Y'all need some and there's going to be a reigniting of the flame with the FBI too. Oh yeah, they're not getting out of this either. And it's going to be a wake-up call with investigations with Vladimir. With Vladimir. What are you doing, Vladimir? I'm thinking, dude, that he's got some intel. He's got some intel. I really do. I think he's got intel. Mr. KGB himself. Because I can see he's getting a wake-up call. Investigation. Things are going to be shaken up with Arizona. I'm telling you, there is some type of connection with the World Economic Forum, the Secret Service, Arizona, and yours truly, Erica Kirk, because she connects to them. So she'll have a huge weight on her on February 20th with Arizona. Her and Arizona, big weight that's coming over both of them at the same time with their connection. Lots of energy going on with things with I can see some solar weather going on here today. I can definitely see some solar weather going on here as well. God, there's so much to be talking about. Look, February is going to set the stage for Erica Kirk when it comes to this day. Something. Is it the 2444? Is that what we're going to see right there? Hmm. We're definitely gonna be seeing the sun is gonna be doing an uptick. Damn. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Damn. Right here. And the moon is gonna be conjunct that south node. There's so much to see, man. So much to see, guys. Seriously. Mm-mm-mm. Allegedly, which is where she was possibly seen. Fort Huatuca is all in the same region. Yeah, bring on the justice. I'm hoping that we should be happy about this. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Whatever their new direction is, I think that they just need to stop while they're ahead because I think it's a slap in the face. The CEO gets and the founder of TPUSA gets assassinated, and everybody just continues on like nothing's happened. You're going to try to make it even better. Yeah. Erica Kirk, you need to go home and take care of your kids, honey. You need to be taking care of your kids. There's going to be a major opposition with groups in Tennessee on March 5th. March 5th. Solar Observatory. There's things going on with the solar weather. I'm telling y'all, there's things going on with the solar weather. It's going to be in opposition with Florida on March 5th. March 5th, opposition. It's going to be in opposition with Trans-Pluto. There's going to be a major transformation with Florida on this day. March 5th. And this 47, the 0047 keeps showing up. And that's with Cuba and the United States. So it just keeps on showing up month after month after month. It keeps going forward, then backwards, then forward, then retrograde, then forward. Yeah. Then we're going to come back here. Let's see. March 8th. With JP Morgan. March 8th. JP Morgan. With groups. So whatever is happening with this lawsuit, it'll be more transformative on March 8th. It's going to be going into March 8th. We'll see big news on that on March 8th. And then by oh, shoot. This is what's going to be really interesting for me is to see how this is going to work itself out March 10th in the middle of the night, Nashville time, with our agencies. This is a big time period. This would really need to be written down. This is going to be freaking big. And I say that because the United States, their Uranus is in 855 in Gemini in the 6th house of health. The 855 is going to be opposed by the dark moon at this exact time. Russia, Homeland Security, Tesla. There's a lot of things that will be going down in the middle of the night, March 10th. I can definitely see the Secret Service is going to be transformed in a major way with communications. Arizona is definitely going to be shaken up on March 10th or the 11th. This stuff isn't going away for the Secret Service, and it's a trip because anybody that knows anything about the case of Sebastian Rogers, the Secret Service and Kathy Bowersox share a degree. They connect. So, does Kathy have an in with the Secret Service? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Does she have an in? Why is she so connected to the Secret Service? Because when they come into transit with this 1357, it's their Pluto. It's her Hades, and it just makes you wonder, but the moon is going to be reflecting. This is intense. There's a reflection on the disordered aggression, on what happened. Something has already happened. See if it's the moon is going to actually be the same degree. Let me get it to that 8:55. This is a time period to really, really investigate. I need to do that before this gets here. Try to see if I can figure it out. Because it's probably going to take me some days to do that. But the Secret Service is definitely a part of this, whatever it is. Are we going to lose a power grid? Are we going to be in a war? Is this going to be going back to the courts with the Secret Service? Right there. Look at that. This is the biggest, this is a big time period right here. It's at 3:36 a.m. Nashville time. And then the weight is going to come over. Yep, the 2524 has already went over Trump again. This is going to be about the courts. This is definitely court. This is court related. There'll also be things going on with our sun, with the solar weather. Definitely things going on with California. Reigniting of a flame with groups. I don't know what they're doing or what is happening here, but it's in the middle of the night. So is somebody going to be offed? That's possible. It'd be with Secret Service if it is. But I do wonder about Kathy Bowersox. I really do. Because when they're in transit, she's in transit. It's a trip. And then Seth will be in transit on March 11th with Tennessee, with New Jersey, and past relationship in Virginia. There's probably going to be a lead here. There's going to be something with Sebastian here. There's definitely going to be something with Sebastian on March 11th. And I also see things happening with Sebastian's case on February 2nd. February 2nd, March 11th. Write it down. February 2nd, March 11th. There's going to be things going on with Sebastian's case. We may not hear about it until later, but I can promise you it's definitely going on. On the 2nd, I would say I would give it the 1st and the 2nd for Sebastian's case with Seth. It's going to be March 10th, March 11th. Yep. Oh, yeah. And it's hard to know all the players. It just is because there's so many. There's so many players involved. And it's like, if I could just narrow it down, I do know that like John and Lori, John is in transit today with John was in transit with Sebastian this morning. The John that went to the UK when Sebastian went missing. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. And I love it that there's hardly anybody in the chat because I could be showing you all kinds of charts right now and get away with it. I could, but I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna jeopardize it, but I could. I could so do it. I used to, I just can't do it anymore, but there's gonna be a lead. There's a lead. There's things happening here. There's a justice that's definitely coming, but on February 2nd, mark my word, anybody that knows anything about Sebastian's case, Nick the Hat, he's not gonna be doing well. February 1st and 2nd, he's not doing well. He's not doing well. The lunar nodes of fate's gonna be on Christopher Proudfoot when we go into the day of February 2nd. Donald Trump is going to be opposed. Donald Trump will be opposed on this day. There'll be a lot of disordered aggression when it comes to Nick the Hat. He will be in transit with an opposition with Saturn, so he's not being responsible. His PO may be knocking on his door. I don't know. It's going to be a shakeup in New Jersey. It's going to be a shakeup, little shaky shake with groups in New Jersey. It's going to be things of the past with communications with Sebastian, about Sebastian. I think that I can definitely say that if I didn't know any better, the fraud charges that Nick the Hat has, the lead that came in with Mexico, I don't know that that wasn't him. They said, in Cancun, Mexico, and they needed there was a ransom and all that stuff. I wouldn't put it past him because he does have a history of fraud. So I do wonder about that. I do wonder. It does make me wonder, especially looking at this chart right here. And I can guarantee you one thing: the boy, because Nick the Hat's a boy. I'm sorry if you like at night and you're all for them and everything. I don't. I never have. Don't like them. I think dog is dog, and he's a dog, and he's done nothing for Sebastian's case except distract, confuse the case. I don't like it. And I stand on that. And I also stand on the fact that Nick the Hat's not going to be doing good on February 2nd. I see other people in this chart, but I definitely see that 1228 that was in transit this morning, that was in an opposition with Sebastian, is coming. It's going to be a relationship with authority. There's things going to be going on with Israel and Mexico on this day too, and that's why I'm saying that the things of the past with Mexico, if Sebastian's in Mexico, okay, I mean, Mexico was showing up, Israel was showing up, Trump was showing up, this 344 was showing up when Sebastian went missing with Trans Pluto in Virgo that's going south. Well, I don't know that there isn't some type of whoever it was that put out a ransom that said that Sebastian was in Mexico. I don't. I think that it could have been Nick. I hope I'm wrong. But this is the same day that Minnesota is going to be in transit. There's going to be a breakup with Sebastian. There's going to be a lot of warring going on the 2nd. So they came in strong for PR. It's all about the press. It's all about, making him, making people think about him. We haven't thought about dog in so long. He's just trying to be relevant. And he's got a posse that he doesn't know what they're doing. Completely irresponsible. He has no idea what they're doing. Very irresponsible. And you got a bunch of child's play. This is a bunch of child's play. Kindergarten stuff, little kid stuff. I mean, I don't even want to insult my granddaughter with that. She's actually smarter. Him involving himself, Nick the Hat involving himself with YouTube drama. Never once talking about Sebastian. They've never once searched for Sebastian. They are a shit show. They're a shit show, a sad show, a distraction. That's what they are. They suck. There's nothing good about them. The only way that I'm gonna change my mind is if they bring Sebastian home. Period. But you know, I got Nick the Hat's birthday. Private stream, right? We do need a private stream. You do already. You already had March 6th, yeah. So, yeah. I'm interested to see how this is going to work itself out with Sebastian. Beginning the 29th, but then the 2nd. So it's going to go from the 29th, and then we're going to see things that are happening on the 2nd. And Chris Proudfoot is holding the fate with the lunar nodes and south node here where he's been before. It's critical with kids. Jupiter's expanding with the communications with, we will probably hear something about Crabtree on this day, Bowersox on this day, Monday morning, the DA, things going against Nick the Hat. And maybe it's just that, he's just an idiot and he didn't see something that is here. I don't know. But it does appear that there is going to be something. Will it happen on the 1st? Because I do see that the dark moon, we're reflecting on something, and it could be with the courts. It could be something with immigration. It could be something with another country. And like I said, this 344 is opposing Donald Trump, but it's also connecting to Mexico and Israel, and me, and me. This is where I teach. My teacher is going to be transformed this day. The way that I teach astrology, the way that I think, the way that I communicate with you guys. I mean, this is astrology, right? It's also groups. This 344 is how I'm connecting to Trump, Mexico, and Israel. I've been to both Mexico and Israel, so of course it's in my chart. I'm connecting. It's in my 9th house. I've been there. It's other countries in that 9th house. I've been there. The 2008 connects to the United States as their Chiron. 2214, that is information that's coming in with Sebastian. So the 757 was in transit all day when Sebastian went missing. This could be UK. This could be the UK. It could be Terry Bowersox, his connection with the UK. I mean, there's just so many things to see here. But the most important is this 2439, the connection that Sebastian has with Minnesota. 1422, let's look at that with Tennessee. Let's look at that with Tennessee, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that the state of Tennessee and the things of the past, it could be a 1423, but it could be a 1421. It is a 1421. I thought so. Okay. So the state of Tennessee is going to have a weight. This weight with them is coming. The 1422 is coming to make contact with the 1421. 1421 with their everyday and things of the past. Is that going to be about the investigation? Is that going to be about things of the past with the landfill, with ponds, with, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work itself out. I wish I had the crystal ball, but I just don't. That 2439 is going to be, there's going to be a breakup with Sebastian. So I do want to emphasize that this is a big time period that we just need to watch. We need to observe. We need to pay attention and see what we can understand. The chatter. There is an investigation with Kathy with or a wake up call investigation with Katie's mom. Pretty sure that's Katie's mom. It's a 2:42, so even when we wake up right before that, it'll be around 5:30 in the morning. There's going to be a wake up call with Katie's mother. Possible investigation, maybe a business, maybe a work. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to look at all of them because I'm just now seeing this again this morning. So I got my work cut out for me. 2408, 2408. Where is that coming from? I don't know. But then the third, I should have, I'm definitely going to have the enlightenment about the investigation, about what it is that I was trying to figure out on this day. I'm going to get it on the third. I'm pretty sure it'd be the third that I'm going to get the enlightenment with it to better understand. Because the physician's being called in, honey. No, damn, it's not even going to come over me. Damn it. So it's going to go back in retrograde. Okay. Well, okay. But then Mercury, then on the 8th. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to look at that second. But anyway, this is all I got for you guys. I'm glad that y'all hung out with me and listen to me say again about the pawns. So the okay, so the energy with Tennessee. Okay, this is about things of the past. The weight coming on Tennessee is about things of the past with investigations, past investigations. And it could be about the Scorpio energy is about death, rebirth, regeneration, other people's money, things that are hidden with investigations. It's also about trash and ponds, murky water, things that we can't see clearly. And it may not have anything to do with Sebastian, but it's going to be happening in the same time frame. So just take a note of that the next day on the 3rd. On the 3rd, Tennessee's weighted down with investigations from the past. They're going to have a weight on them all day on February 3rd. All day long. All day. But as far as the weather goes, the North Node is coming here to the 3rd house of communications with groups. That's why I'm thinking that we're probably going to lose power. Yep, whatever it takes. Exactly, whatever it takes. And there's Hygeia is coming to this degree. It's coming to this degree, and I don't think it's gonna, it's Scorpio. But it's not just Scorpio. I mean, it's not just Scorpio. The 1421 is also about the things of the past and the health. Health, money. It could be about money, overall. There's going to be all kinds of different ways it's going to work itself out and express itself. All kinds of ways it's going to express itself. The other thing that I'm taking note of is that, the Secret Service has a 2614. Well, we have a 2615. So Zeus with the law is going to come here. There's going to be a breakup with the law, and that's coming. That's going to be on the 2615. So that will be, oh shoot, 2615 with state of Tennessee, breakup with you know, it's probably going to be some things going on with the law enforcement here. A little breaky break. The law enforcement's going to get going to get investigated themselves. So yeah, it's going to be 3, 4. Okay, so 3 days. So it'll be the 15th. I'll have to be looking at this too. Damn. The 15th. Oh yeah. God dang, y'all. I do see Sebastian's. Okay. Oh yeah. Here we are again. So the 15th, 16th, and 17th. State of Tennessee. So we need to look at the 2nd, February 15th, 16th, and 17th, March 11th. That's what I'm seeing right now. This is wild. This is so wild. Her money is where Sebastian's at. Yeah. Follow the money. Follow the money. You think it ties into what you mentioned earlier? Feel free to send me an email, babe. From the Deviant Moon earlier this week. Please send me an email. Whatever if y'all are ever picking anything up, send it in an email. I'm open. I'm open. You know, yeah, this is the money changers. The money changers. It's all about those money changers, isn't it? Got to flip the table. Got to flip that table with the money changers. Can I tell if somebody is alive or somebody's deceased? Sometimes I can. Sometimes I'm pretty confident if somebody is alive or deceased. Yes. Sometimes. Not all the time. And I'm a member of Death Astrology. I love to go into, or I used to love to go into Death Astrology and I don't, when it comes to missing kids, it's not something, that's not I'm not comfortable. Some kids, it's very easy to tell. And then, some it's not. Sebastian is just not. It's just not, it's not a slam dunk. When he went missing, there was so much going on in the world with Trump, with Israel, with Mexico, with Syria. There was so much going on. And so I don't want to think that there's all that intensity is upon Sebastian when it's really upon the United States. I don't want to be, I don't want to give a death sentence to a child that's alive. That's a lot of responsibility, and I think it's irresponsible to do that. I think anybody that says that he is deceased is being irresponsible, because you could believe that and you could talk to me in private, talk to your peoples in private or whatever. But when you start coming out in the public forum and you start saying that someone is deceased or someone is alive and you don't have no evidence for that, there's no factual evidence to back it up. You're basically just theorizing in public. And I think it's, it carries a lot of weight. Think about it. If you have a kid, if I have a kid and they're missing and all I'm hearing and seeing is everybody saying what they think, and that they're, of course we have a right to our opinion, and we should be able to say that, but there's also a responsibility I think that carries. That's me, that's just how I think about it. It's like, wow, but there are some things that when they're making connections, there was a lot of disordered aggression with relationships with Sebastian. But it had been leading up. It had started before that. That morning was not a good morning for Sebastian. Could he have had a headache that day? Sure. And it started to ease off. Was there a lot of warring with him? A lot of internal warring that was going on with future communications? Was he feeling like this was it? There was some finale? The table was in the car, Jen. What a trip. What the table? Oh, the money changer table? Oh, the creature under the table. My Marissa said, I just feel it in my heart. So there is there's a military family that Chris is associated with in Virginia. I call it the compound. It's a big old white house. I call it the compound. I mean, it's right there by Katie's people that lives in Virginia. I mean, I think that Sebastian is alive. I think that there was a lot of disordered aggression when he went missing. There was a lot of low points when it comes to the video. I think it was grainy. I don't think that that was Sebastian. I don't think that that was Sebastian taking the trash out. I do hope that there is going to be a justice very soon with Katie and Chris. And I can tell, when certain things are going to hit them. I don't know exactly how it's going to, but like on the 20th, it's not going to be good. It will not be good for Terry Bowersox. When he wakes up on the 20th, it's not going to be good for him. He's going to have a lot of disordered aggression. It's a lot. There's a lot that we still have to go through before Sebastian's found. That I think anyway. I don't know, but on the 20th, Sebastian is going to be in transit here. The way that he shines, it's a 1542. It connects to Virginia. This 929 is Terry Bowersox. He has a lot of warring with that. The 428 that is connecting to Sebastian and Gavin Newsom and Trump and Canada, that's going to be in transit on this in the 6th house. Health every day. Yeah, there's going to be a justice here with groups with Tennessee. But we do have we've got a lot of people that are going to be coming in that weekend. So is he going to be doing his normal? Is Terry Bowersox going to be doing his normal, harassment, following people around? Yeah, probably. Probably. This is the same day, same exact day that Arizona and Erica Kirk are weighted down. So, gonna be interesting. This is going to be an interesting year for sure, all the way around. There's a lot of energy that's going to be going down with the FBI and their connection with Chris Proudfoot. Because Chris does, his mother connects to the Secret Service. He connects to the FBI, and you got to ask yourself why. I do. Why y'all be connecting to these agencies? There's going to be a wake-up call, a shake-up. Things of the past with Sebastian. This is us. We're people are going to be coming into town. We're going to be showing up and showing out. And look, this 2445, General Proudfoot Jr., this 2445, he connects to China with this 2445. So China's going to be having a lot. There's a lot of warring going on with China on the 20th, and with General Proudfoot Jr. that lives in Virginia and it's his Saturn. His Saturn. So hopefully there'll be some type of movement with the law enforcement, because otherwise, this can't just be idle for another year. It's not going to be. It's not going to be idle for another year. The law enforcement better get their act together and find Sebastian and quit this pussyfooting around bullshit. They better get their act together and find Sebastian. Figure it out. The good old boy club is just not, there's going to be a lot of obstacles for Chris. They don't own the streets. They don't own the neighborhood. And there's always somebody a lot bigger and a lot badder than they are. There's always going to be somebody that's got more power, got more money than they do. What I saw in that card was there was a couple highly recognized in the community playing chess. However, it on the backs of a person holding the chess piece under the table. It's a facade. Yeah, and Sebastian was a great chess player. And he would beat or compete with Terry Bowersox. The things that Chris called Sebastian that demeaned him in every type of way, the things that Chris did, like spanking him with a belt, you don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, Astro Fire, yes. Yes, he was a chess player. He's a great chess player. He's very, very smart. You could hardly watch the recent video Lady Freedom put out. What are you saying to Sebastian, Katie? Yes. Yep. You're new to the case, yeah. I think you're picking up on a lot. I think y'all are picking it. I mean, we are intuitive. We are intuitive beings. It's just the forgotten sense. We just forget. And we don't rely on it. But yeah. Yeah, girl, he's a chess player. He knows how to play chess. Very intelligent. I just hope that they get their act together soon, man, and they make some moves on these people, because this has just gone on too long. You got a chess card with Sebastian as well? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. He's a chess player. But this is all I got for you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. If y'all have anything, feel free to email me. Feel free. You'd rather not know any information on the initial interviews. I feel it always comes out later, especially if I read it. Feel free. Anything that you read, anything that you pick up, feel free to send me an email. Definitely. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. It's just sad. It's just sad all the way around. Sad all the way around. And they've got to get their act together. But like, we've got to find this boy. It's gone on way too long. This is not going to be one of them cold cases. Could the chess cards mean strategy at play, or Sebastian is using strategy to escape somehow? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate you so much. I really do, Mama Marissa. I appreciate you coming in here and taking your time to try to learn something different, Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. You search on where to even deliver what comes through. I send it to my email. Anything and everything, just send it to my email. Send it to my email because, like you said, you're new to the case, and I think it would be much better that you don't know the chatter. You know, for people that don't know the chatter, I think it's even better. You're not blocked by that, you know, by the silliness. Yeah, there's my email. Send it to my email. I'll welcome it. I think that we all have gifts when it comes to our intuition, and it's our forgotten sense. We just don't use it. But for the people that do use it, like us in here, that's where it's at. Because if you weren't intuitive, y'all wouldn't be here. Thank you, babe. Thank you, His Eyes. I hope y'all like my awakening series. I felt it. I felt each and every one of them. Gotcha. I'm going to be on Lady Freedoms here in a little bit. We're going to do some chit-chatting. I think it's going to be in like maybe 40 minutes or so. So I'm going to take a little break and hang out with Jeff. And then I'm going to get on her channel, on her panel. So I hope I see you guys there. I sure do love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm going to end this stream with Sebastian's anthem. Peace out, babes.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian.